Welcome back, everybody. So first off this evening is another trailer reaction in the form of Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer number 1. Now this is a direct sequel to Ghostbusters 2. So I'm generally really excited. I generally really am, to be honest with you. I would say this is going to have a very different feel than from the first 2 movies. I do know that there is a younger cast in this one, plus the original cast returning in this as well. I am pretty excited, to be fair, because this is a sequel that I've always wanted for Ghostbusters, to see what happened to the Ghostbusters after the events of Ghostbusters 2, and to get the original, or majority of the original cast back, obviously because of the late Harold Ramis died a few years back. You know, you're not going to get the full cast, but hopefully they'll play some sort of homage to him in this new movie. I am really excited, and I'm also really nervous as well at the same time. I really do not know what to expect from this trailer in any way, shape or form. Like I said, I'm excited but nervous. And I want to see what kind of direction they're going to go with this. Everything that I've read so far, and I have kept quite a close eye on this one because I am quite a big fan of Ghostbusters, to be fair. Everything I've read so far seems to be pointing in a very good direction. At this moment, it's going to depend. I'm just excited and nervous at the same time, so that's why I'm being a little bit held back on this one, and that's why I'm just going to press play. Here we go.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
What is that?
I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I know who you are.
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
Just all there. Did I just see Slimer there? I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm pretty sure I just saw Slimer. I could be wrong.
What are you doing here in Somerville
I'm
anyway?
intrigued.
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke. And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
What is that?
I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no fracking, no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
I actually got a chill going down my spine, actually.
Who are you?
I can have Slimer in that trap.
Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
It's Slimer. It's Slimer. I'm on board. I'm genuinely on board here. I'm pretty damn sure that was Slimer. Okay. Okay, so there's some very, very interesting things going on there. I actually generally like the feel of this, and I was actually having a chill down my spine with this trailer as well. It doesn't, I have to be honest with you, it doesn't actually feel like a Ghostbusters trailer or a movie. And to be honest with you, from this first trailer, I didn't expect a huge amount, to be fair. So, you know, I guess they weren't going to throw in all in on this first trailer, to be fair. It won't be till the next trailer or probably a final trailer, whichever, would have go full on with this. I didn't expect to see any of the original cast in this one either. It was just going to be mainly focused around setting up this new movie, which is basically going to be focused around kids in this one, which suggests to me that they're going more down the route of the Ghostbusters Extreme, where the older Ghostbusters will then hand over the mantle to basically take over. Few interesting little points, things that are going on in this trailer, which I picked up on, is the little kid with the glasses is blatantly Egon Spengler's grandchild, and which means that Egon basically married somebody, which is blatantly Janine, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, that has to be Janine, which would be cool if it is. So he is like, this is really, really kind of interesting for me. I mean, I didn't expect, all I want to see really, and this is honest, 100%, this is what I want to see. Yes, I'd like to see the original Ghostbusters hand down the mantle of the Ghostbusters to this new generation, but I also want to see in this movie the old Ghostbusters doing a bit of Ghostbusting as well. I would love to see that so much. And to be fair, if they don't do this, then this movie is going to have a bad mark by me straight away, because all I want to see is, yes, I like what they're trying to do or what they're going to be doing here, but I also want to see the old Ghostbusters doing a bit of old Ghostbusting, and that's really, really what I want to see, to be fair, more than anything in the world. Okay, Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 were two movies that I grew up with, which I still love now to an absolute passion. Okay, and I want to see this movie be a very good sequel to those first two movies. Other things in this one, the Ecto-1. So obviously after the events of Ghostbusters 2, they remodded their Ecto-1 to go back to how it looked when in the first movie, because in the second movie, obviously, they kitted it out, which, again, is a nice little touch. I actually kind of like that. It's so nice to see the old proton packs as well, to be fair, and the old traps as well. It's so good to see that. Other things in here. Now, the main villain in this one, have no idea what is the main villain in this one. The one I wanted them to do is Samhain as a villain. We got to see him twice in the cartoons, and I would love to have seen that in the movie as well. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It might have been a little bit of a simple storyline, whatever, but I don't care because he's an absolute great villain, and I would love to have seen him. So I'm not 100% sure what the main villain is in this, but generally quite excited. Also quite excited to see Paul Rudd in this as well. If he's a Ghostbuster as well, which is probably will be, because he'll probably be guiding the kids to be the Ghostbusters, which is kind of cool. I actually kind of like that, to be fair. I just want to see the old Ghostbusters do a bit Ghostbusting. Interesting point in there is that I'm pretty damn sure that was Slimer at the end, which is nice and very, very cool. It's nice to see that. I am excited. Like I said, it didn't 100% feel like a Ghostbusters trailer. Or a Ghostbusters movie. It does and it doesn't. It didn't, in my kind of way, I expected to hear the Ghostbusters music, and I wanted to kind of see the old cast and all that kind of stuff. I get that. That was what I was hoping for, but I also understand what kind of direction they're going to go into on this. I'm on board. And I am, without a doubt, on board. I'm sure there's some people that probably didn't like this trailer. I think that trailer was suited for what they were trying to do, and it's a good thing that they didn't go all out on this first trailer. They can wait now. You've got till summer next year. They can wait a good couple of months now before they release any kind of footage or anything like that, and it will potentially still gather exactly the same traction, to be fair. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty much a hardcore Ghostbusters fan. I love Ghostbusters, and I've got mates that love Ghostbusters, and I know there are some very, very, very big Ghostbusters fans on YouTube as well, and I like what they're doing. Okay, it's nice to see the Ecto one back. It's nice to see the Proton packs, like homage to like the originals and all that. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's awesome. And the interesting point on this one, apparently in this, there hasn't been a ghost sighting for 30 odd years, which suggests that the ghosts become slightly scared of the Ghostbusters and basically done a big retreat, by the sound of it. That's what I can get from this. This movie's got so much potential. So much potential. And from what I've seen so far, I'm on board. I admit that another trailer will, just to give you a little bit more, will be very, very good. But essentially, obviously, going to see this movie will then decide exactly for me how this movie is, or what this movie is like, and whether it's a good sequel to the first two. Quite excited, I have to admit. And it's not very often that I actually put on a trailer twice to watch it. And yeah, I like it. I like what they're doing. I think I got my fingers crossed that this is going to be a good movie. With the cast they've got in there as well, and with the original cast returning as well, which got confirmed not so long ago, it's just absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait. So, on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care, and goodbye.